Greetings everyone, my name is Dietrich, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Callie's Trials. During the last part, I completed Chapter 1. Now, I'm going to continue on by going through Chapter 2. Off screen, I leveled up the pistol up to level 6, almost at level 7, and I leveled Callie's overall character level up to level 5. So as you can see there, we have 7 hearts. And also I got about 20,000 gold, so I can buy some upgrades. I'm going to be buying the triple jump, which will allow me to access higher areas. I'm also going to be buying the shortcut to Zone 2, so I don't need to go back through to Zone 1 again. And I'll be buying the sword upgrade. Now my sword looks a bit different, and the main advantage with this one is that it deals twice the amount of damage. As you can see here, I can now triple jump. These areas, or these doors, are the shortcuts that we can unlock, which I can't yet because I didn't purchase the correct items. Or, I haven't reached the shortcut zones yet, so let's go to Chapter 2. A Prelude to Carl, this time in full. Whereas Chapter 1 was basically the tutorial chapter, this is where things really start to amp up a little bit. And also here's the funny glitch I was talking about in the previous part. If you go back to the door, you can fight the boss on the opposite side of the room. So I'm going to use that in order to upgrade my pistol up to level 7. Now, because my pistol leveled up to level 7, it's now reached its second evolution, the damage has been increased, it has less recoil, and it shoots 2 bullets at once. Also, another funny glitch a fun thing I noticed in the background. We have our assault rifle, sure, which is automatic, as you can see here. And we see this pistol fires automatically, but if I were to rapid fire it by just rapidly tapping the fire key, I can fire it just like the assault rifle. So that increases the use of the pistol, definitely. And the same thing with the shotgun, as you can see here. You can basically rapid fire it. I'm not sure if this is an oversight or a deliberate design choice, but boy is it so fun to use. And it makes certain segments in using the semi-automatic weapons, or at least the earlier weapons, a lot more fun to use. But yeah, there goes down Mama Bear again. You can do this for almost any other room in the game, assuming you can go back into it. Like, you can respawn all the enemies, chests, and other coins lying about, but I didn't realize in the previous part that this actually applied to bosses too. Alas, in the previous part I got the assault rifle over here. The assault rifle is basically a rapid-firing, machine gun. And it has a little bit of bullet spread, as you can see here, so your shots won't go directly straight like the pistol does. It does fire faster than the pistol, although if you've leveled up the pistol enough, you can basically fire it almost as fast as the assault rifle. But we'll see later on that there are some uses for this assault rifle. Especially as you don't need to just keep tapping the fire button while doing these crazy platforming segments. So it is a little bit safer to access these areas too. But we'll see the better use of this assault rifle once we level it up to max. And also another nice game design here. Because we just got the assault rifle, we actually have weaker enemies. Normally in many other games we would be facing like the smokies or smokers and tougher enemies, but no, we have the bear cubs once again so we can level up our weapon. So that's nice. Alright, level up. And also the assault rifle is definitely going to be more powerful in the long run because usually when I level up the pistol it only does 0.2 more points of damage. But with the assault rifle it does 0.3 points of damage, not to mention it actually fires faster. Oh sure, this seems stronger right now, but in the long run I want to invest in the assault rifle, as this will be my go-to long range weapon, especially when having to fight the bats and other flying enemies. And especially one other enemy type that we'll be experienced or learning about in this part. Oh, and unlike the pistol or shotgun, if you try tap firing the assault rifle, it won't fire any faster. In fact, it'll actually fire a little bit slower. Oh yeah, and here's the sword. It deals 2 points of damage now. Not going to be really useful, but because I have infinite ammo, but it will be useful for blocking shots. Really though, the triple jump upgrade is going to be the best upgrade I'm going to have for quite a while. Oh. And yeah, those bats are quite annoying regardless. I'm going to want to get my assault rifle at least up to level 4 for the boss, so I can get the first evolution. I would like to get it up to level 7, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it without off-screen grinding. Usually when I reach the end of the part, I'll do some grinding so I can level up my weapons up to the next appropriate tier so you don't have to see me grind, and to make the experience a little bit smoother. After all, you don't want to see me just grind all over the place. This game really has a level up everything mentality, and considering there's 12 different weapon types, yeah, I'll definitely be level grinding off screen, both so I can show off all 4 evolutions of each weapon, as well as other things. Not to mention to get all the money necessary for buying all this stuff. It's interesting that in this game we actually have the ability to decrease the enemy health and get a dodge rate. Alright, here's the next enemy type I was referring to, turrets. They're tougher versions of the Smokies. What makes them a little bit more dangerous is that they will not fire until you're roughly in their attack rate, their attack range. Essentially, you have to jump up and be at around the same vertical height for them to attack, which is unlike the Smokies who would attack just directly towards you, or attack regardless of where you were. Also nice of the level design is to allow us to face the turret when we're right in front of it. Later configurations of these turrets are going to be a lot more challenging to deal with, but it's nice that the developers gave us the ability to fight it on level ground. And one where you basically have a direct advantage. But oh, this is going to get a little bit more challenging very shortly. Like here, for example. You have to be a little bit careful while jumping so you don't get hit. And you have to kind of master the art of sword swinging so you can deflect the shots, which I'm doing a terrible job at. And here's another place where it's a little bit more challenging. If you don't have the triple jump, you have to be at the apex of your second jump in order to hit it correctly. Well, you can do it in one jump, but it's a lot easier if you double jump then. But we haven't seen the full use of the triple jump yet. But I will go back to it later on in another part and visit the stuff I couldn't collect in the chapter 1. Like that secret room on the left of one of those, or about 3/4 of the way through the chapter. I'll definitely revisit that. There's something below there. I'll pay attention to it later. Probably if I get a flotation device or something. Also, a nice other alternate usage of the bullet spread is that you can hit enemies that are slightly below you, that you wouldn't normally be able to hit if your bullets were just going straight ahead. So with our first evolution of the assault rifle, we get higher DPS, a faster fire rate, and more accuracy. So I'll have less bullet deviation. And especially at close range, it can stun lock certain enemies, as you can see there. I would like some extra health though. After all, as you may have noticed, I'm almost out. To be fair, I'm almost at the next level up, so I'll probably restore almost all my health. Alright, here's the next enemy, green slimes. These enemies will jump when you hit them, so they're basically stronger versions of the spiders. Or stronger variants of spiders. Well, I mean of the same enemy type of spiders who jump around, just tougher to deal with. Especially with their more unpredictable jumping pattern. And in closed spaces, they can be especially dangerous. One more enemy should give me the level up I need. There we go. I'm back up to almost full. I wonder if I'm going the right way, actually. To be fair, there are several routes, so it could be another route I'm missing. Oh, smokies. That was camouflaged behind those chests, unfortunately. Well, I am well rewarded with all these gems, though, and hearts. So it does pay to explore quite a bit in this game, and this is emphasized even more in the sequel, with secret rooms and whatnot. So the left path was basically for treasure, the right path should be leading me towards the next part of the level. I kind of expect to see stronger variants of the bear cubs soon enough, as I'm essentially mowing everything down. And the hitbox of those bats is a little bit bigger than what they seem, so be on your guard when you're close to them. Try taking them down from afar. I'm trying to go cautiously so I don't fall into a spike pit, lava, or water. Oh, good treasure. All the treasure will help, especially when I want to collect or open up the next shortcuts. Ow. That was my fault. If you're really good at this, you can just basically keep blocking shots, or keep deflecting shots using your sword, which I'm not that good at, so I'll just take the safer route. There are a lot of avenues for speedrunning that are designed in this game, so if you're good enough, you can skip past a lot of these obstacles. Like, because I have the triple jump, I think I could just jump right over him. And I really don't want to deal with those bats or other flying enemies while jumping over those water pits. Oh, hello, Lloyd. And yes, I did unlock the triple jump ability. I won't buy the lantern just yet, but buying the lantern and all the other upgrades will be really useful, especially when I do one straight up run. Which I may do, but you've already seen most of what I can do in the game. Or most of Chapter 1 anyway, so why bother seeing it again? Oh, and that was my fault, because I didn't pay attention to what was going on below me. So I just need to play it safe and regain some health. Yeah, that's one of the things about this game. If you're not careful, you can easily fall into it. If you don't pay attention and slowly move forward, or pay attention to the environmental cues, you can easily die. Thankfully though, as I said, the game is at least kind enough to just send you at the beginning of the room if you fall into an instant death trap, instead of just sending you right back to Callie's home. Still, it makes dealing with these enemies a lot more hazardous. At least the tougher enemies will drop more and more hearts. So at least that compensates for getting to deeper portions of the cave. Good, more hearts. I'll need to get a near max for the next boss. Well, it's always a good idea to be at near max health for the next boss fights. Oh, that was bad? Oh well, let's try it again. Thankfully though, there's this treasure room which will allow me to regen all my health. So, enter, exit, until I regain all my health. So this is one of the other grinding rooms, so if you get to here, just run back and forth a few times so you can collect enough money to buy the next upgrade. I'll probably do this off screen as well, so I can get enough stuff to buy the next checkpoint. One more run should do it. There we go. I'm kind of expecting to be tougher knife bandits to be coming up soon. But it's nice that almost all of these chests will guarantee drop one of those hearts. Ow. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get that. Well, I gotta live with my decisions and mistakes. Not that it is too much of importance yet. I know there's a turret on the left, I can hear it. Yeah, and sorry for all the rat-tat-tat sounds in the background. I'm basically going to be auto-firing this assault rifle all across this entire plane. It's that good, and it'll increase my survivability greatly. Whoa. Oh good, now we get spiders. Ah good, we're at weapon level 6 for the assault rifle. Just one more and I should get the next evolution. Hopefully in time for the next boss fight. 4, 8, 15, 16. Ooh, okay, here's a door. A wooden door which you can't get through. I know there's a flamethrower in this game, so I suppose we'll be burning down these doors. Well, we do get 2 weapons per each zone, I believe. After all, 2 times the 6 biomes equals 12, which is the number of weapons you get in this game. So we're probably coming up to the flamethrower or rocket launcher. Or an axe. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, we definitely need the next weapon in order to progress. Yep, I'll need to backtrack a little bit. Oh boy. More difficult configurations, which I do appreciate. At least the game designers of this game have taught us how to deal with this. And less tough configurations, so at least we're prepared. Or at least supposed to be prepared. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Oh good, we got character level 7. I suppose that's going to be the last character level for this chapter. A lot of wooden doors here. So I suppose I'll have to go back through this segment again off screen. Or I'll show it on screen, but I'll have to edit it out and edit in transitions and whatnot. More of these green slimes. Nothing too hard to deal with. The only complaint I would say about this game right now is the fact that I wish there was more enemy types that were introduced. As, sure, we have the green slimes in the turrets, but I would like upgraded versions of the bats or something. I don't know, it was originally a mobile port, so... And in those games, usually in mobile games, there aren't that many enemy types to differentiate in these platforming games. So it is kind of understandable, though disappointing in comparison to other PC offerings. Ah, there it is. Oh, never mind, the blade gun. I thought I would get this later in the game. It basically fires chainsaws. That's what it does. And these actually pierce. So if I can demonstrate... so it'll pierce right through enemies. So if you face a line of foes, use this for dealing much better amounts of damage. Oh yeah, I should be using the blade gun. And as a semi-automatic weapon, I can just spam it by just using the Z key or whatever your fire key or button is, and speed up the process. And especially if the enemies will be, I can multi-hit them, which is pretty awesome. Like here, we have two enemies and I can actually hit both of them at the same time. It certainly isn't the strongest weapon. It definitely isn't the strongest weapon compared to things like the assault rifle, which has raw higher DPS. To be fair, the blade gun does have lower DPS compared to the other weapons like the pistol, shotgun, and assault rifle, but what it makes up for is its ability to pierce all the enemies. Because of this, well, if I can find a situation where there are a lot of enemies lined up, this weapon is going to be awesome and out DPS all of the other weapons. But wow, especially because it's low level, the bats give a lot of experience when hitting it. Oh, and that got stuck in the ceiling somehow. I don't know if it's going to be useful for the second boss fight, but hey, might as well get it up to the first evolution level. Not to mention, if I can multi-hit it, if I can multi-hit the enemies, it'll take less time to upgrade it. Oh there, and I'm in the middle of a jump. Damage increased, we have bigger blades, and it already goes through enemies. Whoa, what happened? Oh yeah, now the blade gun actually bounces shots. That's wonderful. And now I'm killing off all the enemies that are off screen. Wonderful. Ow. Ow. And that makes this weapon even more useful in enclosed spaces like this. I can pretty much completely murder enemies because of the multi-targeting. Compared to like the assault rifle, which is good and all with 1.7 damage, but because of all the bouncing, well, this can now out-damage it because it deals 2.8 points of damage. I mean, just look at it. I spent all this time upgrading the assault rifle, but now this blade gun is at level 5. That's pretty fast leveling, if you ask me. I mean, look at it. We're almost at level 7 now. I'm going to re-enter and exit that room. I mean, if I were to get over here. I mean, now we're at level 7. It's outpaced the assault rifle. Oh my goodness. Some more bounces, goes through enemies, and deals even more damage. So it's even more crazy. I mean, just look at the XP rate of this thing. My goodness, it seems quite overpowered, or rapidly growing much faster than my expectations. I'm quite at awe. I mean, in comparison to like the assault rifle, which is going pretty slowly, the blade gun just outright destroys everything. I feel like there's an XP rate issue. Well, to be fair, the blade gun isn't that useful in open areas, so I presume there'll be a situation where this isn't going to be the go-to solution to my problems. Oh sure, I'm just going to level up to level 10 just in case the boss is going to be really useful. Just in case if it's really useful against the boss. I'm just so happy. And now I've just reached the 3rd evolution. Yeah, this is really a fast evolving weapon, or a fast experience gaining weapon. I knew I would like the blade gun, but oh my goodness, I didn't expect it to like it like this. Alas, at level 10, we've maxed out the blade gun. Once you reach level 10, each weapon's maxed and it's at full potential. So, off screen, of course, I'm going to be leveling up the pistol and other tanks to level 7. Especially the assault rifle, and then continue on from here on out. Oh wow, and the blade gun now deals 1 damage. I'm going to spend a little bit more time leveling up the assault rifle though. You know what, I'll just level up the assault rifle off screen and I'll show the upgrade paths there. To be fair, the blade gun wouldn't be so powerful if I just held down the fire key. It's when I just rapid fire it by just rapidly pressing the fire button, it's when it becomes super powerful. Like I said at the beginning of the part, it's either an oversight, glitch, or it's intended. Oh well, I can't complain, it makes the game a lot more fun and, well, to be fair, easier. It'll also make level grinding for other stuff a lot easier, like for character leveling. I still need to be careful though, because it doesn't make me invincible. Ow, okay, at character level 8. I think this will be the last one before the boss. Well, that's what I said last time. In Callie's Caves 3, there is another weapon level upgrade, but those are present by completing challenges or visiting secret areas. In here, we only have 4 weapon evolutions, specifically. It isn't too bad, but Callie's Caves 3 really expanded upon it, and made the final level quite fun. Ow. Just look at all those blades coming on screen. I hope that it doesn't make the video rendering completely go bonkers. Or because of the bitrate make everything just mushy. Really, I don't really have much else to say other than the blade gun is overpowered, and, well, I'm trying to visit the boss. Oh, I could have just taken the right route. Alright, we finally have the second boss, Carl the Turd. Oh, so this is where the blade gun will become useful because of all these slimes that are spawning. Not to mention I can level grind this. Oh, I'll just do it off screen. So, okay. Lots of numbers everywhere. Lots of red numbers flying everywhere. Just spam your blade gun and eventually it'll die. That was Carl Tree, folks. Yeah, the blade gun is so overpowered I just completely destroyed everything. I didn't really need the extra hearts other than 1 or 2 levels, but... let's do this again, shall we? Let's actually see what the the Turd slime can actually do. So I'm just going to be using the ow. The main strategy of Carl the Turd is the fact he moves very slowly left and right, and he attacks by just spawning all these slimes. So your main goal, my main suggestion is to destroy the smaller slimes, or if you're good enough at dodging, just destroy the, or just the focus fire on Carl the Turd himself. Just be careful because the entire room can be swarming in slimes like this. Thankfully though, in some way, he's more difficult than Mama Bear, but I felt Mama Bear should be more like Carl the Turd, in my personal opinion. Of course, if you just use things like the blade gun, well, there's no question the boss will just die everything because you can just destroy all of his spawning allies, not to mention himself. So yeah, just level up the blade gun to make this boss just a joke. Alright, I've leveled up the assault rifle to level 7, which means it's reached its second evolution. Larger bullets, faster fire rate, and higher DPS. So it fires even faster, but once again, blade gun. I don't need to emphasize it even more, the blade gun is basically overpowered. This really needs to be nerfed. Okay, I'm also at level 9 for Callie, so if you really want to spend time grinding up Callie, this is the place to do it. And I will be exploiting this a lot. Alright, that was the end of Chapter 2, and the next part, I'll cover Chapter 3, The Dying Light. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Toodles!